We're the Trillionaires, man. What it do with y'all? Welcome back to another video, man. Today's video I want to talk to y'all about, man. You feel me? I want to talk to y'all about my biggest mistake ever. And as y'all know, this is on the financial channel. You feel me? So y'all should already know what it's going to be about. Well, y'all should. But real talk, man. My biggest financial mistake that I ever made was being broke. That's the biggest financial mistake I ever made. Yeah, man, real talk. You know, for the past couple of videos I made, I've been talking about it because I've been going through it. You know what I'm saying? And basically, I found the secret that the rich people are using. I know I've been applying it in my life recently, man. Real talk, man. My life is going great right now. You feel me? But with that being said, you know, my ignorance from my past mistakes or from my past in general, you see, when you're not taught on certain topics, man, you're going to make mistakes. This what happened. You see, I made a tweet earlier today, and what I said was the old heads, they don't teach the young heads. Real talk, they don't teach it. And it's for multiple reasons. But I believe that one of the biggest reasons as to why the old heads don't teach the young heads is because they see their potential. And also another thing, man, like I said, let me use all ages now. You know, just think about it. If you was a person that had money, if you was a person that was taught about money and plenty more things, you would not be able to be controlled, or you would, real talk, it's all a control game. If you had money, you couldn't be controlled. But if you was broke, you could easily be controlled, and basically it can manipulate your self-esteem. It can make you feel worthless, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a whole lot of things that comes with being broke. And like I said, you know, when you're broke, you can easily be controlled. But when you're rich, you can't. You know what I'm saying? And so, but yeah, man, like I said, man, you know, speaking from experience, man, I could proudly and gladly say, you know what I'm saying, I had the experience of being broke. Real talk, I had the experience of it, man. It's not a fun feeling, you know. Like I said, I'm getting myself out of it now, you know. But, you know, basically, I'm seeing everything firsthand. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, I didn't have no data on my phone. I'm keeping 100 with you. I'm keeping 100 with you in this video and some shit. I ain't had no data on my phone, right? You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even pay $40 off this bitch. I ain't had no phone data. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm seeing that the data is going all slow. You know what I'm seeing what's some other shit I'm seeing, man? You know. By the grace of God, I ain't had no car problems out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? But real talk, point I'm trying to make across, life is going to be hard when you're broke. Life sucks when you're broke. I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you the game. I made a couple videos, you know. Also, another thing, when it comes to this iPhone that I'm recording off of, you know, most of the time it be stopping automatically. That's the reason I don't have no storage space. You know, I would go out and get a new phone, but what? You know, see, man, I'm grateful I know what the rich people know now. I'm so grateful I know what the rich people know now. I know the secret technique they're using, man, and I'm applying it every single day for the rest of my life. Because this ain't happening again. I will never be broke ever again in my life. Real talk, man. But yeah, man, you know, I learned my lesson, man. It's, you know, like I said, the greatest mistake I ever made was being broke. But I will say this, and I might make a separate video on this, but the greatest blessing in disguise is being broke. And the reason as to why I say that is because when you are broke, right, when you're going through that process, you'll get to see everything for what it is. You'll realize the importance of why you need money. You know, when you can't pay the things that it is that you need to pay or get or that you want or need, you know what I'm saying? You won't realize that. What's some other things? You get to see people true colors and shit like that. Real talk, like I said in my 2 videos, I said, oh yeah, best believe people is laughing at your shit. You think they not? People gonna be laughing at you when you down bad. You think they gonna help you? Nah. Real talk, they gonna be clowning you. I'm speaking from experience. See, look, man, and like I said, it's a blessing in disguise because you get to see everything firsthand. So when you make it to the top, you're not gonna make those same mistakes. See, it's a whole lot of people, right? It's a whole lot of people, you know, when they get up in life, let's say you was a person that was rich your whole life, right? If you was rich your whole life, then you would not be able to see how people will really act around you. Real talk. Here you go. You might be a dude, right? So you could easily get any woman that you want. Kudos to you. But I'm telling you right now, if you was down bad in life, would those same females be with you if you was down bad? And now, 9 times out of 10, they wouldn't. But I will say this: you could still be able to pull a woman even if you're broke. But what I'm going to say is, you're going to have problems. You're going to have problems with the woman even if you did get her. If you are broke, I'm telling you what it is. You're going to have problems with her. You feel me? But I guarantee, when you up in life, you ain't gonna have no problems with no females. You want to know why? Because they know that you got it on some shit. So since they know that you got it, since they know that you are in financial control, since they know you're in control in general, they're gonna act right. I'm telling you what it is. And so, but yeah, man, it's plenty more things, not just with dating, but like relationships in general, man. Like I said, man. Oh yeah, like I said, I remember multiple times, multiple instances, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like an event or some shit like that when I was like, can't get my words out this bitch. But it was multiple times, man. Like I said, I had some co-workers, back in like 2021 and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, before I got paid, I explained in that video, like I said, I ain't had the money on me at the time and shit, and they laughed at me on some shit, you know what I'm saying? And then also, like last year on some shit like that, I ain't had no money as well on some shit, like it was a certain day. This is my family I'm talking about. Goddamn, laughed at me too on some shit. Hey man, and guess what? I'm not mad at them at all. I'm not mad at them, man. But all I'm going to say is this, though. This is the reason. This is why I'm saying being broke is a blessing in disguise, because you get to see how things really are. So when you make it to the top, you will never be able to see how things really are. You will not be able to see the struggles of what it is being broke, or why you need things, real talk, why you need the things that you need. You will never be able to fully realize that when it comes to like what I said earlier, like dating. You will never be able to see if these females really like you for you. When it comes to people in general, like your friends, family, all that shit, when it comes to them, you'll never be able to see is like, like, are you really rocking with me? Or like, do you think I'm not doing nothing with my life or some shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you was down bad, but when you up, you can't be able to see that. They'll be congratulating you, appreciating you, all type of shit. Real talk, that's what's supposed to happen when you up in life. When you up in life, everything is gonna be all sunshine and roses. Real talk. But I guarantee, when you fall back down out this bitch, if you fall back down out this bitch, it's gonna be pouring down rain out this bitch, and watch how everything and everyone react when it's pouring down raining. I'm telling you what it is, man. Real talk. Like I said, I'm speaking from experience out in this bitch. And I know so like I said, I'm proudly, gladly, I am, what's the word I'm looking for, man? I am proud to say that I went through the experience of being broke, because like I said, it taught me to never be broke again, man. Look, man, it's not a great feeling it's not a great feeling to be broke, man. Real talk. Like, and the reason as to why I'm making this video right now so confidently, because most people won't even dare to make a video about this. But the reason as to why is because, like I said, man, I know the secret techniques that the rich people are using, man. I found the secret technique, man. Real talk. I found the secret technique. I now know how rich people are becoming so rich. I now know it now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might got to stay tuned for some other videos I'm going to make about that. I don't want to spoil the secret, man, because, I don't want to spoil the secret on this video, man. I'm going to tell, I made 2 videos about this already. You feel me? So y'all can check them out. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be an Easter egg hunt. Y'all going to find that one. You feel me? But yeah, man. So that's all it is that I want to talk about, man. That's all it is I want to talk about. Just, like I said, man, this is my biggest mistake that I made, and this is the biggest blessing in disguise as well, man. Like I said, the reason as to why it's let me start off with the mistake one first again. The reason as to why it's a mistake, excuse me. The reason as to why it's can't get my words out in this motherfucking video, jeez. But the reason as to why it's a mistake is because, like I said, man, being broke, your life is going to suck when you're broke. Being broke, your life is going to be hard. Like I said, I had trouble paying my phone bill. I had trouble paying my phone data. You know what I'm saying? I could have been homeless on some shit if I ain't have help. And shout out to the ones that's helping me out. You know what I'm saying? AKA the parents or some shit. If I ain't had them helping me out on some shit like that, my ass would be homeless. And the reason as to why is because, like I said, young people are not being taught money. Young people are not being taught the game of money. So if especially if from a person in the middle class, Russia, I'm just speaking from experience. Since a young person is not being taught about the importance of money, they're not going to realize the importance of money. So they're going to do what it is that they want with it. Like I said, especially if you living at home too on some shit like that, then guess what? You really not going to know the importance of money, because here you go, you get to do whatever it is that you want. You don't got to pay rent, all type of shit. But like I said, the thing that I'm gonna do with my kids, man, that, you know, if I have kids in the future or some shit like that, the thing I'm gonna do with my kids, man, I'm teaching them at a very young age, when the moment they come out the womb on some shit. That first word ain't gonna be daddy. That first word ain't gonna be mommy. That first word is gonna be money. That first word is gonna be money out this bitch. Matter of fact, that first word is probably gonna be billionaire, rich, I don't know, wealth, some shit. Because they ain't making the same mistakes that I made, bruh. They ain't making the same mistake. Like, all I'm going to say is this. I wasn't taught about the game of money. I wasn't taught about it. You know what I'm saying? That's all as I'm going to say. I wasn't taught about this shit. You know, I can't tell you the reason as to why I want. You know, and, 99% of the kids, like I said, if you was born in the middle class and lower class, you ain't going to be taught about this shit. You want to know what you're going to be taught on? You're going to be taught on how to be average and get a job or be a loser. Because that's what they want you to do. I'm telling you what it is. That's what they want you to do, man. The system don't want you to win. The people around you don't want you to win. All type of shit. All of these things is distracting you from trying to win in life. I'm telling you what it is. Everything. It could be from your habits. It could be from your It could be from the people that you're around. It could be from all type of shit. I told you. And I'm gonna make a video about this on my Word of Visionaries. I said, man, the current circumstance that you in right now, some shit like that, that's because of your past. So all I'm going to say is, man, if you make it to the top, man, all I'm going to say is remember if you make it to the top on some shit, when you get your new life and new you and some shit like that, don't try to bring your past back, man. That's all I'm saying. The past made you, your past was the reason as to why you became in that current circumstance. So all I'm going to say is, man, me personally, man, my past ain't coming with me on some shit. Real shit. I speak on the past and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, you need a new life out in this bitch. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, what's some other things, man? What's some other things? It's just, I'm getting everything off in this motherfucking video, man. I'm getting everything off in this video. Just, I realized my mistake, man. I realized my mistake. You know, this is the biggest lesson that I learned. Real shit. This is the biggest lesson that I learned, man. You know, also, I made another tweet earlier today on some shit. I said, I made another tweet earlier today, and I said, basically, I was looking at a little baby, and, you know, and I'm going to make a video on that on my Word of Visionaries, or probably on here, you know, the power of influence and celebrities. If I never looked at I looked at a little baby video today, right? And basically, he was just living a lavish life. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was counting money, driving Lamborghini Urises and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. If I ain't never looked at that video, I would have never came up with this idea in my mind. And that's the power of influence. And that's the power of looking at people that has things that you desire to have, or, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, that you're trying to attain. So basically, you know, all I'm going to say is, and this is the thought that I had, you know what I'm saying? Like, in order to get the things that you want, real talk, if you want that Ferrari, if you want the Lamborghini, if you want the mega mansion, if you want the yacht, the jet, you know what I'm saying? I just seen a nice car pass by. You know, I've been seeing a whole lot of nice cars pass by. I've been seeing a whole lot of people with money because my mindset is focused on money in this bitch. But basically, back to what I'm saying though, if you want to have the jets, yachts, mansions, supercars, you know, new phones, you know what I'm saying? Not even just with the things that you want, but with the things that you need as well, and some shit like that. If you want any and all of those things, man, you need to realize, and this is what young people don't realize, and a whole lot of people don't realize, but you need to realize, in order to get your dream life, in order to get the shit that you want, that you always dreamed about, your money, I'm telling you what it is. Money is going to be the only thing that's going to make you get those materialistic things or get the things that you need. Money is going to be the only thing. And that's something I never realized. I never realized that money was going to be the sole factor of getting the things that I want, because I didn't know the importance of it. When you start to realize the importance of money, when you start to realize the secret as to how these rich people are making money, I ain't tell y'all in this video. Like I said, I made 2 videos about it. Y'all can check it out and go find it and go on an Easter egg hunt. and y'all gonna find that video. But as long as you know the importance of money, as long as you know what the rich people know, the secret that these rich people know when it comes to making money, you know what I'm saying? That's how you're going to be rich. That's how you're going to get the money that you need and want. That's how you're going to get the money to buy. That's the key word. That's how you're going to get the money to buy your mega mansion, your supercar, your yacht, you know, jet, all that shit. Your money is let me repeat it one more time. Your money is going to be the sole factor of you getting the materialistic things that you want. And that's something I didn't know. And the things that you need. So, but yeah, man, you know, I think I said everything it is I wanted to say in this video. You know, just I learned from my lesson. I said I learned from my lesson. Well, I learned, hey man, like I said, this is the biggest mistake that I made, man. Real shit, man. This is the biggest mistake I made. I'm seeing it happen. I'm seeing it happen with my own eyes right now. I'm seeing it happen. It's like, damn. I'm coming to realizations about everything. I'm seeing it happen. So now, basically, since I'm seeing it happen, it's either two things that a person could do. Either they could say, "This ain't never." Why you think NBA? What, I can't get my words on this fucking video. But why you think NBA YoungBoy, right? Why you think NBA YoungBoy first initials in his name is Never Broke Again? I'm telling you what it is. When you're broke, when you fully get on ground zero, right? When you fully get on ground zero in this bitch, when you fully get on ground zero, then you will realize that you will never be broke ever again, because you will not want to go through this ever again. Real shit, man. That's one of the biggest ways you can learn your lesson. Matter of fact, that's that's one of the two ways you can learn your lesson. The second way you can learn that lesson is about words of wisdom, which I'm giving you. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you my words of wisdom to not make the same mistake. But you know, this is something I did. I kept on making the same mistake over and over and over and over and over till I got it. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that you might have to do. You might never be able to get it. You know, I'm telling you what it is. You might never be able to get it. But you know what I'm saying? It might be a breaking point, like how it was with me. It might be a breaking point saying, you know, when you hit right bottom, you know what I'm saying? When you need it, that might be the way for you to get it, man. So you feel me? You could take my words of advice. You feel me? You can take my words of advice. You could go through it yourself. You can learn from your mistakes, or you could keep on making the same mistakes over and over and over and never try to change. And this is the last thing I'm going to talk about. I know this is the longest video I ever made on this channel, but I'm getting everything out. The last thing that I'm going to talk about in this video, man, the last thing I'm going to talk about in this video is I might make a separate video on this, but people really want you to lose. I'm telling you what it is. People really want you to, it's either people really want you to lose or people really want you to be average at best. Real talk. They want you to be average at best, or they want you to lose overall. You see, when you're you see, people want to see you do good, but they never want to see you doing better than them. So when you surpass them on some shit, that's a different story in that bitch. Now it's a problem when you, just like what Soulja Boy said, when you broke, they hate you. But it's gonna be a love hate. What I mean by hate is they gonna see that you're gonna try to make it out and shit like that, so they gonna be hating. But they gonna love you because you're in the same spot. But when you at the top on some shit, right? When you at the top, now it's double hate on in this bitch, because you at the top. You surpassed it. you surpassed what it is that you know that they came from and you came from on some shit. You feel me? But yeah, man. So people really want you to lose on some shit, man. Real talk. I know you might not believe it. You may think the people close to you, goddamn, they want you to win on some shit. Just know, man. Like I said in this video, like I said earlier in this video, I said when you at the top, everything is all sunshine and roses. Real talk. You will not be able to see the true colors of things, because it's all gonna be lovey-dovey. I'm telling you what it is. That's what's gonna happen when you at the top. But when you at the bottom, of some shit, man, that's when you start to see people true colors. When you at the bottom, that's when you start to see how hard life is. But I'm telling you what it is. When you're at the top, you can't see it. Life is easy. Everything is all lovey-dovey. Everyone is going to be appreciative, you know, respectful, all type of shit, because you win in life. But when you lose in life, that's when you basically it's like a positive and negative. When you positive and shit like that, then you're going to see a positive effect. But when you negative, Then you're gonna see the negative effect, man. And I seen the negative effect in this bitch. Now I'm seeing the positive effect on this shit. So now I'm winning, man. So real talk, man, I'm winning out on this bitch. But if you like this video, man, stay tuned for some more videos. And we out. V's up. T's up.